Guys, knife collecting is a unique hobby to get into, and there's a lot of us that have tens of thousands, if not more, tied up in our collections. There's guys that are buying $16,000, $17,000 knives sometimes. But if you're wanting to get into the hobby and start a collection, can you do it on a budget? Well, we're going to look at a bunch of brands that will allow you to do just that and not have to compromise. Let's turn this around and look at it from above. So guys, like I said, knife collecting is a weird space. Like I said in the intro, this is a $1,000 Grimsmo Norseman. This is about $1,600 hand-carved Maker's Choice Ferrum Forge. And these are awesome knives, but that's not always what people are looking for. Sometimes they're just looking for a bare bones, good, decent work knife. So I'm going to provide you a list of companies with links to their websites down below. And we're going to start with the QSP brand. So QSP is a company that has been around for a little while now, and they are doing some amazing work. They have knives ranging in budget realm like this that is down in the $50 range, up into the $150-ish range, all the way up into $300. So you have a broad spectrum of price points, but I'm going to tell you that their budget stuff is really good, and they have some really amazing knives that are not just striking, but super functional. QSP is they put the same quality of work I've seen in their budget line of knives that they put in their higher end stuff. The big difference that I see in their stuff is the materials. Like this is titanium, carbon fiber, and M390. This is D2 with steel liners and steel bearings, steel detent with G10. So you're looking at some cost cutting measures, but the quality of the work is still good. Heat treat is always on point. Their materials are all, even on their budget stuff, done really, really well. Their machining is always done well. The action and all the things that you would look for, the indicators of quality, centering, like I said, the steel has been treated really well. Things like this where you're getting into a little bit more expensive, but still under $100. You're looking at burlap micarta, 14C28N steel. So they're offering really, really good choices. The action on all their knives is just brilliantly done. So QSP is one of those brands that you're just not going to go wrong at any price point. This is one of my favorite. I think this is the Pelican. This is one of my favorite Wharncliffe knives out there. So I am friends with the guys over at QSP, and I do have affiliates and stuff with them, just to be transparent. But this, when I've gotten their knives, I've always been impressed. So that is a brand where if you're just looking for a good work knife, or if you're looking for stuff to start a collection, be able to work your way up, take a look at QSP. Let's move on to the next brand. Now, I only have one example of this knife, and this is my personal one. This is, as a matter of fact, those ones you saw before were my personal ones as well. This is the Trivessa Orion. Trivessa is a brand that they are really, really knocking it out of the park when it comes to bang for your buck. This is the Orion, and I absolutely love this knife. This was a gift from Jared over at Neves Knives. And this is a great knife for what you pay. All of their knives that I've had on the channel, I've had several, I'll try and put like images from the videos. All their knives that I've had on the channel have been stellar for what you're paying. And their quality is just really good. The behind the edge thickness on their knives, the action, and even on their more budget line, the fit and finish on them is really good. It's a lot like QSP, where you're having knives that are done incredibly well at a price point that's much more affordable. I did a full video. I like this knife enough that when it got all screwed up, I refinished it. The materials, the finishing, the work that they've done on them has been great. And you're not giving up anything with their knives. Some of their knives are much more elaborate, much more attractive looking. But when it comes down to it, if you're just looking for a really good budget knife or a work knife or something that might be unique looking to throw into your collection, that might be a brand you want to look out for. They have definitely impressed me in every offering that I've seen on the channel so far. So Trivessa, another really good budget line of knives that you may want to check out, just if you're getting into the knife hobby. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So this is Beyond EDC. Now, Beyond EDC has multiple price layers. So you're going to see a couple here that are Termundi, but the thing is, their budget knives are incredibly good. Their Dirk Pinkerton designs that they have are awesome. This is the Slim, and I absolutely love this knife. It is a nasty, nasty Wharncliffe blade on this that is really good. They've got knives like the Thwack, which is a sub, it's a smaller knife, but still super comfortable. The Geo, which is their top flipper Wharncliffe like this. It's really futuristic looking. And then they have a higher end line that they call Terramundi, which is the warning button. I know you guys have probably seen lots of videos where I've talked about how good this knife is, and the only integral on the market that I really think I would recommend, which is this Ray, which was designed by Dylan Mallory. Now, the thing about these are at vastly different price points as you start to work your way up, but you're not compromising, because even though this is at a much lower price point, the craftsmanship on this is the same. And you're going to find that that's what I'm looking for across these brands. Is regardless of the price you're paying, you're not giving up anything on craftsmanship. You're not giving up anything on reliability. The only thing that's going to change is maybe the materials it's constructed out of. Now, I will say, I'm going to tell you right now, you can save 40% at site-wide on this brand with my coupon code Crazy Sharp, all one word. But like, just the fact that this knife here, which is well under $100, has as good action as their $300 line, which actually right now with my code is like $192 for this. It says a lot for what they're offering the customer. So you're not giving up a lot with any of these brands, and their knives are all so really well done. Sorry, I forgot to bring one out, one of my favorites, which is in my pocket. Sorry, I missed the deployment on this. This is a great one that was also designed by Dirk Pinkerton. So, I mean, you're getting quality materials, even on the budget stuff. Like this is VG10. Which is a great steel. Some of their other knives are in 14C28N. I believe this one is, and so they're using the budget steels, but they're using really good ones. And then on our higher end stuff, this M390 titanium carbon fiber, M390 titanium. So depending on what you're looking for, if you're wanting to start to get into some of the more expensive stuff, this might be a brand you want to look at, because there's a layered way, there's like a terraced way to get into it. So there you go. Beyond EDC, great brand, great people to work with.
Guys, there are few things I'm as picky about as my coffee, and I love to have the freshest possible coffee. So what better company than Coffee Brand Coffee that is providing you on-demand roasted coffee? They don't even roast the beans until you order your coffee. They're providing it on demand, delivered to your door, the freshest coffee possible. And because I'm picky, I've picked companies that absolutely support what I believe in. There is no chance that Coffee Brand Coffee is going to support causes that I don't believe in, because there's no BS, there's no politics, no activism dollars. They take all of my money and put it back into the company, and they take your money and they support channels like mine. So please go check out Coffee Brand Coffee. Coupon code Crazy Sharp, all one word, capital C, capital S, saves you 5% at checkout. Support the channel, support what they're doing. It's great.
So this is a brand that hasn't been around very long. This is Rosecraft Blades, and Rosecraft does not get the love they deserve. They have got some great knives that they're putting out. The Pocket Monster, this thing's incredible, and now they have the mic version, but all of their knives are in the budget realm, and even their slip joints, which are great. I have one of them. I've got it put away. But they're great knives. They're done really well. This is the Weya. This is the Yoka. I really love some of these knives. This is a great knife. And one of my favorite knives that gets a lot of pocket time is their Tarkanus, which is a great top flipper folder. So like all their knives are coming in under $100 that I've seen so far. Knives like this Bara, beautifully done. Great knife for an everyday purpose, especially if you're doing stuff where you may want a folding knife for like meal prep. But all these knives are great budget. Some of these are great outdoor knives. This would make an amazing like small skinner to carry around if you're like all the way up to like white-tailed deer. Great outdoor style knife here. And they're just done beautifully. Their slip joints are incredibly well done. But the action on these is great. This Yoka is a great little knife that fits in pocket well. Quality materials are doing their stuff in D2, AR, RPM 9. They've got some of the most striking colors on their knives that you're going to find. They are beautifully done. You can't even feel the seams on it. I love this red and black Sith look to these. And they're just well made, well designed. So that's a company, if you haven't heard of them, I talk about them a lot on this channel because I think they deserve a little bit of love. I also have a coupon code with them. I don't make a penny on the sale of these knives. So if you want to check them out at a discount, use coupon code Crazy Sharp. That'll save you 10%. It's all one word, That coupon code works at a lot of places. So there you go. Rosecraft Blades, give them a chance. They are a great company, and they're a lot of fun to work with. And I'm friends with a couple with their designer swags. So go check them out, guys. So these are Kaiser knives, and Kaiser has definitely set themselves out as a brand to watch coming up. Their knives are all really well done. This is absolutely this is like a better version of the Benchmade 940. This is a knife that I do carry a lot. So this is the Drop Bear. This is the original. The Beg Letter XL, probably the best big button lock that I own. This is amazing quality on this. And then a Graziosa. They've got some just amazing designs. They do a lot of copper and G10 or brass and micarta. They're doing stuff in quality materials. These are done in 154, I'm sorry, N690 on this one. This one is in 154 CM. Just listen to action. Just listen to it. That sounds so good. Their knives are always really well done. The quality of their work is impeccable for a budget brand. They do such consistent work. Their micarta is always beautiful. They do a good job with their G10. Their aluminum hard coat seems to have held up incredibly well on a knife that I have used a lot. Their locks are always stellar. Their button lock knives are great. This original is done in copper and 154 CM. This was I believe, at one point was an exclusive on Mojave knives, but this thing is a serialized run. You just can't go wrong with their knives. And they're putting out knives that are at a budget, but a lot of people haven't seen. So if you were to pull this out, if you're looking for something that just has that pop factor, this might get someone's attention and be like, what is that? So they're definitely killing it when it comes to value for your dollar. So Kaiser Knives. I do have affiliates with a lot of these companies. I'm not going to lie. I do make money when you buy these, but that has really not got much to do with what I'm putting out, because I realized the quality of their knives, which is why I wanted to get an affiliate with them. So there you go, Kaiser. Let's move on to the next brand. Couldn't do this video without talking about CJRB. CJRB is a brand. This was the first knife I got from them, and absolutely love this knife. Still a big time knife that I carry. They're doing really quality work, nice materials, but like almost all their knives are under $100. This is one of the newest ones. This is the Frack that I got from them. Amazing work. Now they do have a different price points on some of these. Like you can get an upgraded version of this. I really don't think you need to. This thing is great. Their blades are always consistently ground. Their machining is always beautiful. They have got some of the best budget. I think they're just killing it in the budget lock realm. Button lock realm for budget knives, because they have the best button locks on the market. This was my knife of the year for 2024, the Echo. They've got good designers. This is a Ray Laconico design. Some of these knives are just stellar looking. This is a gorgeous knife. This is the Riff. And they're doing a lot of their knives, almost all of their knives, I should say, in AR RPM 9, which is a really good budget steel, holds up, nice and corrosion resistant. Their workmanship, craftsmanship, the finish on their knives is always great. And they have a very good warranty program if you do run into an issue, because we're not talking about $800 knives. We're talking about $70 knives, sometimes $50 knives sometimes. So you may run into an issue, but they've been great for everyone that I've talked to. Their customer service is great. I know the guy that runs their US rep that runs their customer service. Great guy. Had him on the channel a few times. So if you're looking for an awesome budget knife, like I said, this one I cannot recommend more highly. It comes in several different versions. It's got button lock. There's different finishes. There's one that is a liner lock as well. So there you go, CJRB. Okay, this last brand, last but not least, I should say, is Vosteed. And the fact is they have price points that are terraced as well. So this is a very expensive knife. This is their RS Chaos. And this is the Raccoon, which is a little bit less expensive. Well, it's a lot less expensive. And then this is the budget version of their Nightshade. Now they have multiple versions of a lot of these knives that are at different price points. This is the budget version of this. There's also a mini version and stuff like that. So their knives have every time been amazing. These all came from Jared over at Neves Knives, but I do have a link for them down below. And they are going to start sending me some stuff. So Their knives have been amazing every time. Comfortable, well made. This one's done in 14C28N. Great steel. My favorite budget steel. It's in milled micarta, blue micarta, done with an access lock. And then you've got things like this, which is basically, it is like a push button compression lock. And I wish more companies would start doing this, because Spyderco, technically their patent on the compression lock has lapsed. So other companies can start doing this, but this is a great knife here. But like, even when you get down into their budget stuff, 14C28N, oh, I'm sorry, 154CM on this one, but the grind on it, nice and thin. And listen to this, when you flip this thing open, it's got a ting to it, super comfortable in hand. They always do a good job with their machining, and everything is done well, even on their more budget lines of stuff. So none of the companies here would be one I wouldn't recommend. I absolutely think that all these companies are doing a great job. Vosteed really has been one of the ones that I've been looking at for a long time, knowing that their knives are so great. This one comes in multiple different versions as well. There's different blade shapes for this, the raccoon. Great knives. So there's a lot of other companies out there that didn't get mentioned in this, and it's just because we really don't have time. But I'm probably going to make this more of a thing where I do it from time to time, because I've got a whole bunch of other knives that fit into this category. So guys, let's turn this around. We'll do some final thoughts, and I'll send you out about your day.
So there you go, guys. And like I said, all these companies, you're not compromising on quality. Their budget lines are every bit as good as their high-end premium lines. Most times they're being made on the same machine at the same time, just in different materials. So that might be something you want to think out. A lot of times there is one of these sub $100 knives, these great ones that are coming out now, in my pocket with a knife that might be upwards of $1,600 that I'm carrying. That's my personal. So yeah, I just really love how the budget realm has expanded. So check out all these companies, links to them down below. Guys, that's it. You know how to support the channel. I've put a link in for I put an ad in for a sponsor. There's links to those sponsors down below. Coupon codes built into those links for Coffee Brand Coffee Tempered Trail. I've got affiliate links for every one of the companies that you saw here today. Down below, you can check those out if you want to purchase anything. Amazon store doesn't cost you anything extra at checkout. I've got a membership. It's all tier-based. Pick a tier that works for you. Everybody gets access to exclusive content. There's a private Discord. I do giveaways, and I have a sharpening tutorial series for the premium guys. Guys, I love y'all. Keep it clean in the comments section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'll see you in the next video.